The new Alakazam actually cooks the meta pretty hard. The amazing thing about this is this card does damage to opposing Pokemon on the bench if they have energy on them, and almost everything in the game right now has Giratina or Darkrai or something on the bench. Look, we're talking about Giratina Darkrai that is generating energy to be put on them and later brought into fight. The amazing thing about this is you're doing pretty solid damage to the active spot, 80 damage for only 2 energy, and at the same time, you are damaging the bench. You pair this with the fact that we can now power Giratina not only with its ability, but also powering Giratina with the natural psychic energy this deck has, and you have some really awesome fights because of it. I will have to say, you might see a match or two where we're using Slab. Originally, we're putting Slab in this deck because I think we just love Slab a little too much on stream, but we eventually settled on the deck that you're seeing right now. We have a couple of Capes, we have a Mars, Red, Iono, a couple of Cyruses. I think we could switch one of these Cyruses for a Sabrina, but of course, the natural combination of Alakazam with this ability allows you to make a lot of really cool Cyrus plays. And we took down one of every kind of meta deck with this on stream, and we went on a nice win streak with it. So I hope you enjoy. Ta-da! That's what we called it. I think some people, it's not that we don't get like some good draws sometimes, but I think some people just quit before the game's even over. Like we'll play to our outs basically, right? Tina from Bob's Burgers. Man, Bob's Burgers so good. Unfortunately, we go down to a single chaotic impact, so we have to decide whether or not we want to attack here. Interesting. I think we do. Let me think. 30. Does that help me? It gets it down to 120, so they got to spend something for it. I think it's probably valuable. I watched Archer before Bob's Burgers, and the contrast of characters is hilarious. John Benjamin's voice is ridiculously good. He's got such a good voice for voiceover work and stuff like that. He's like so good. Pokemon Center lady. All right, so they did have to spend. And now they're going to power this one. They could Dawn the energy up. Then we're in a lot of trouble, huh? We survive one turn with Cape, which is why it's in our deck for this exact reason. To get outside of the 130 from Giratina. This will do 80, plus it'll do damage to the bench, which is pretty cool. They're going to need to heal Giratina. They've got Mewtwo as well. It's the Mewtwo Tina deck. They're outside of KO range. They're going to power the bench. And the active. Alright, so they can attack next turn with the active. No, they can't. But they can attack with the one from the bench. GG. GG. We took down the cringe deck. Bro. Eevee. Our deck is set up decently well into a deck like this, right? Because we're able to, if they're powering anything with a water deck, like we're in a pretty good spot, right? Might as well put our other Giratina down. Cape, Alakazam. Not a good start with the Alakazams. We don't have the Kadabra. Yeah, anything that deals damage to a bench does not get damage from, like, Red, Giovanni. They're all active spot damage. Maybe in the next set we'll have a card like that. I wonder if in the next set we'll have a card that allows you to specifically target Pokemon on the bench with energy. That could be kind of cool. You're about 76% with a Glaceon Greninja deck. That seems very high for that. Interesting. I can wait. It's going to take 2 hits regardless. I could power up Giratina EX. I'm just going to attack, though. Yeah, we top deck Kadabra right there. Kadabra and Professors and Slab all give us options right there, right? Misty. Misty would have been no fun. Cape. You think they evolve in my face? Nope. Oh! Oh. I was gonna say this could get wild. It didn't. It didn't. Okay, we take down Eevee. We do 20 damage to Palkia. Palkia can't do anything. I think I have to cape the Giratinas, because I don't think the cape's going to matter here for Alakazam at all. Right? We still have like an Abra and Alakazam in our deck. Or excuse me, Abracadabra in our deck. They're going to need to hit a Misty or they're in a lot of trouble. They could retreat into a Manaphy perhaps, but that goes down in 1. 80 damage for 2 energies, actually pretty solid on Alakazam. Hey, this is the midway point of the video where I want to know from you, what is a new card in the set that no one's talking about but you've made work? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to share your deck, please go ahead. We've got Abra, no Giratina, which is a pretty rough start. Into a fighting deck, we might be able to get some nice weakness here. They're Gallade, though. So we don't get that nice fighting weakness for a while. 12 matches in a row would be 120 points, which isn't even 1/5 from Ultra Ball to Master Ball. How many points is it? I don't even know. Hitmonlee. Okay. Giratina. I mean, I wouldn't mind Giratina just hanging out on the bench. Pokeball, Mars. Abra's not ideal on the bench. Giratina's kind of fine. I could hit for 20 here. I can't KO them next turn. Like, you don't get there with 50. I'll wait. They might retreat and bring Hitmonlee in. Then I can do some more damage. I could do actual damage to them. I still need Kadabra. They're Comsing. They're looking for Gallade right now. If they get it on curve, they're going to win. I don't think I can beat it. Slab. We don't have our second professors. I kind of have to slab here. Could be bad. It's not ideal. Okay. I have a couple turns to wait with this. I can hit him for 20. Okay. I needed that red, I know. I know, we needed it. Now we need a Pokeball. Okay. Abra. We've got Kadabra. Kadabra does 50 damage. It also survives one hit, though. I think we just have to let it go down, huh? I can put an energy on it and cape you. I can cape you. I can bellow for 1 to have energy on it next turn. Or the turn it comes into attack. They could Sabrina me. They might try to Hitmonlee. That takes me down to 150. Yeah, they are going to try to Hitmonlee. And then Cyrus, I'm guessing. That brings me down to 140. Pokeball. Giratina. Do we Mars them? I'm not sure, right? If I Mars them, I might get rid of a Cyrus in their hand. Ursi, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. Just playing a little bit of an Alakazam deck here. If I Mars them, they have 10 cards left in their deck, though. They might not have Cyrus, right? We can put our other Giratina down. I think we have to Mars, though, huh? It looks like a fun deck. It has been pretty fun so far. Thanks for the raid, Ursi. Hope you're doing well. How's your tournament this weekend? They go down to 130. Playing Lee kind of telegraphed their Cyrus. I agree. But, you know, we don't really have a choice regardless, right? A Blastoise got top 8. I think I heard about that. That's very cool. Very, very cool. They could kick the other Giratina here. They have another Routes. They're going to keep kicking you. Poor guy. I Cyrus for the win. Yeah, I do 130 to Gallade and end it. So. GG. 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 Alakazam is super fun, man. How'd the Unite tourneys go this weekend? They were awesome. It was a great time. We kind of had a wild situation where some of the top teams in our region, 2 of the top teams weren't competing. So that was really fun to, like, just have a very different setup for the tournament. It was quite a good time. Palkia. I think I'm going to swap Slab for Iono here. Have you been in Master Ball already? No. We're a week late starting our grind, so we haven't got there yet. We're in Ultra 4. Okay. We'll power Giratina here. We have a one-hitter on Palkia. Meowscarada isn't amazing into Gary, it's true. Oh boy. If you don't slab, you don't win. This is very true. I've got bench Kadabra. I could put it in the active spot. What does this bring me to? It goes from 30 to 50, and they can only do 30 to me, but then I could X speed into the other one. We also could just let them hit right here, and you know what? I'm just gonna do this. Because I can next turn just finish this Palkia. After they put on Rocky Helm, I think I just have to take Palkia next turn. I think it's just the play, right? Giratina. They decide not to hit. Okay, so we take it regardless. It's a Palkia. Oh my god, have you met my friend Palkia? I don't think so. She used to go to a different school. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Jake. Hi, Palkia. So, is this party like super lame to you also? Yeah, I guess. You want to get out of here? Sure. Where do you want to go? I don't know this part of town really. We could go to my friend Brian's house. They're having a party. Okay, sure. From the chat. Bruh. Like, what are you doing? We're role-playing Palkia being a new girl at school. I don't know what else I can do for you guys. I feel like I'm doing everything I possibly can. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you. I'll see y'all next time.